Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is totally different from anything I've ever done. It's kind of like a mini makeup collection, and I got this idea from Emily Noel. So I was watching her channel a few weeks ago and she posted, I think she called it her top shelf makeup or top drawer makeup. I can't remember exactly what she called it, but basically it is quite literally showing you what's in her top shelf makeup. So I'm very lucky and I have a vanity that has a drawer right underneath of it, and this is typically my everyday go-to drawer of makeup. So that has my everyday makeup, my go-to makeup, makeup that I'm trying to use, makeup that I use most often, and it's the most loved of all of my makeup. I also have this over here, but I don't go into this every day. I go into this every day. So I thought it'd be really fun to show you what's in my top drawer makeup, just like Emily did. So by the way, I will link Emily Noel's version of this down below. If you don't know who she is, go check out her channel. It is just like very inspirational and it's amazing. I started watching it like when I first got into YouTube in like 2010, something like that. Anyways, go ahead and check hers out. But yeah, so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I'm gonna go ahead and shift the camera to an overhead view so you can see what is in this drawer. And it's pretty much my everyday makeup. So here we go. Okay, so lucky for me, this drawer just pops right out and I can set it right on top of my vanity for you. So here's what it looks like. I kind of have it organized with these little plastic containers that I got from the Container Store. My logic was eyes over here, cheeks over here, primers and powders down here, foundations over here, and just kind of like odds and ends over here, and palettes right here. It kind of stays that way. This is totally untouched, by the way. I didn't like spruce it up or fix it up for you. This is just what it looks like, so kind of messy. So I'm gonna start over here. This is where I put my eye products. So everything from single eyeshadows to paint pots to eyeliners to mascaras. This is either what I am trying to use because I haven't used it and I've had it for a while, or just my everyday go-to products like holy grail that I can't live without. So I currently have two mascaras in here. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly and the YSL Baby Doll Mascara. I love both of these. I try to have a drugstore and a high-end just to, you know, keep things fun and fresh. So those are my mascaras right now. I have quite a few eyeliners. I have a lot of eyeliners actually. I have all of these right here. My most used and most loved is the Ardency In Coffee eyeliner right here. You guys have heard me talk that to death. But I also have the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. I have a MAC eyeliner right here. This is in the color Water Willow. I have another Ardency In. This is the black one. They're Modster eyeliners. They're amazing if you haven't tried them before. This is a product I had for a while and I wasn't using it, so I stuck it in here to try to make sure I used it. This is the YSL Waterproof Eyeliner in black. This is the Mally Beauty eyeliner. I love this. It's a little teeny nubbin. It's in here because I love it, but I'm almost like not using it because I don't want it to run out. This is one that I am trying to use because I've had it forever and it's super expensive and I just wasn't using it. This is the Chanel Or Blanc, I think that's what it's called. It's kind of like a waterline eyeliner and I didn't use it and I want to use it, so it's in there. And then the last eyeliner I have is one that I've been loving recently. This is the Dior Show Kohl eyeliner in the color black. You can see it's kind of thicker and it's a roll-up version, so it's nice if you want really, really smoky eyes. I lied, the last one is right here. This is a sample of the Benefit They're Real in brown that I got, and I just haven't used it yet. I think I got this for my birthday or something like that. I don't know. So that's in there so I can try to use it. Sorry if I'm out of breath. I feel like I'm out of breath. And this is not an eyeliner. This is actually my eyebrow pencil right now. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Taupe. Love this. Okay, you can see I have lots of single eyeshadows. My most used are probably these NARS, what are these called? Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have the color, I can't say these. This one is part of their fall collection. It's like a duochrome goldish green. I have Himalaya. No, this is Callisto. This is my favorite. You can see it's just like an iridescent beige brown. And then I have Himalaya, which is kind of like an everyday beige. I also have this NARS single eyeshadow that was part of the Christopher Kane collection. I don't use this as much as I should. I went on a hunt for this, but this is the Outer Limits. It's kind of like a peachy golden color. Then I have 3 paint pots. No, I have 2 paint pots in here. I have Vintage Selection and Painterly. I have 4 of these Chanel Illusion des Ombres. I have the black one in the color Mirique, rose gold in the color Emerville, golden brown in the color Initiation, and New Moon is like my ultimate favorite. I need to use these more. I kind of forget about these. I have 2 MAC single eyeshadows. Both of these were limited edition. This one is Lorelei. It was part of their Aqua collection or something like that from about 2 years ago. I love this one. I use it to death. And this was part of their holiday collection last year. This is the color Noble Descent, which I think is also part of their permanent collection. Love those. Then I have something that was ridiculously priced but is absolutely amazing. This is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill in the color 8. I think it was, gosh, I don't remember. The colors aren't on here, it's just the number. So number 8, you can see it's kind of like a gold and silver mix. This is so pretty. Okay, next let's move on to cheeks, which is my ultimate favorite. So I think I only have the one bronzer. Yep, my Milk Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced is my one bronzer. I use it all the time. I have a couple of highlighters. I have the Becca Moonstone, which is my favorite, and then I have a new one, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera, which I haven't really dug into, but I really want to, which is why it's in here. Then I have tons of blush. So I have my favorite, which is Tarte Exposed. You can see it's on its last leg. It's almost gone. I use it almost every day. And then I have 2 cheek pops. Heather Pop is my favorite. Nude Pop I'm trying to kind of get into, which is why it's in there. I like to use Nude Pop with Exposed together. It's really pretty. Most of these are kind of left over from summer and I feel like I need to rotate them out. But I also have Tarte's Glisten, the Hourglass Dim Infusion, yeah, which is kind of like a peachy color, really pretty for summer. And then this Too Faced in I Will Always Love You. These are all really summery colors, so I probably need to rotate those out. Then 2 other favorites. So this is the Urban Decay Fetish, which is similar to Heather Pop, where it's like that mauve-y color. These are both matte finishes and I love them. And then this is Becca Flower Child, which is kind of like if I don't know what to wear but I don't want to wear Exposed, I wear this one. Behind that, I have 2 products that just kind of fit in there perfectly, but this is the Dior Air Flash. This is their finishing mattifying powder. It looks like it's, why does it look like it changed colors? This is really old. I might need to get rid of it. This is not supposed to be a bronzer, but it looks bronzy. Anyways, I did a video on that, so I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. And then this is a highlighter powder. This is the Too Faced Sweetheart Beads, I believe, right here. In front of that, I have my primers, concealers, and setting powders, and a little EOS chapstick. So for powders, I have, these are my face powders right here. So I have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, the NARS Translucent Pressed, which is almost gone. I love this stuff so much. And then I have the Hourglass Dim Infusion. No, Dim Light. Dim Infusion was the blush. So I use either one of these 3 just depending on the foundation. So I have different setting powders for different foundations. So I rotate through those quite often. This is actually a contour blush. So it's a contour powder and a highlighting powder. I use this almost every day. I like the Kat Von D contour palette, but it doesn't fit in this drawer. This is just more handy to reach to. Last powder I have is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I use this every single day to set my under eye concealer. It's almost gone. Luckily I have a backup. Alright, so as far as primers and concealers go, I have a few under eye concealers. Well, these 2 are under eye concealers. So I have the Benefit Puff Off, which I use when I have puffy eyes. And then I have the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, which is like a pinky toned cream color. I use this when I really want to brighten my under eyes, which I don't use as much as I should, and I should use it more. I also have a pair of tweezers in there, in case you're wondering what those were. These are my everyday go-to concealers right now. The Naked Skin Weightless Full Coverage Concealer. I have light neutral and fair neutral. It just depends. I usually mix these together actually. So those are my current concealers. These are eye primers. So this one is my holy grail. It's almost gone actually. The NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And this is one that I really want to use. I just haven't been using, which is the Tarte CC Colored Clay Eye Primer. It's in here so I can use it. And this is my face primer, the Benefit for Professional. I love this stuff. That is my holy grail. Okay, moving over to this side. So in this little area, I have a couple of brushes that just awkwardly don't fit in my brush cups. So these are here, my eyelash curler, and then these are my foundations. So the ones that I've been using most often are actually both Laura Mercier. This one, the Flawless Fluid, I've been using the most right now. And then this one I use when I film because it's more full coverage. These two back here I want to use. I have them in here so I remember to use them, but I don't use them as much as I would like. These are the two palettes that I keep in here. They just fit in here easily, which is why they're in here. But I love them. The Lorac Pro Matte is a newer palette. I've used it to death. It's perfect for the fall time. And then the Naked Basics. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on most of these. This is good, like when I don't want to fuss with a bunch of eyeshadow, I just always reach for those. Lastly, I have this little container right over here, which has kind of odds and ends. I have a lip balm. I have another brush that I don't use, but I want to use, which is why it's in here. I have two more blushes. They're both Urban Decay, so I have Urban Decay Video and Urban Decay Obsessed. This one's definitely more of a summer color, and this one is like a nude, which I have actually been using quite often in the fall time. So those two are in here. I have my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, which I have the full-size version of Dim Infusion right here. But I have this in here because if I want to switch things up, if I want something easily accessible, I grab this. And then lastly, I have my Makeup Forever Artist eyeshadows right here. These are palettes that I made myself. So I have a neutral one right here and then two very fall appropriate kind of maroon wine, what are these called? Marsala colors. I have these in here because they don't fit in my Alex 9 drawers. They like are just kind of weirdly shaped. So I should use these more than I do. Lip products I don't keep in here other than my two lip balms because I have this on top of my vanity, which has kind of my go-to lipsticks in it. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I rotate the products in this drawer in and out quite often, seasonally, if I get new products, things like that. So if you want to see like an updated top shelf, top drawer makeup video, like maybe twice a year or seasonally, let me know down below. I love these kinds of videos, so if you guys like them too, then I will try to film more for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!